University of Cape Coast. As I indicated earlier on, we are here this evening for the handing over and swearing-in ceremony for elected executives of the Grasag and the interim committee of the SRC. For our program this evening, we are very privileged to have the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast to chair the event. We shall kindly invite the Vice Chancellor to give us his opening remarks before we zoom in to our program. Thank you.
Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Dean of Students, the father of the students. Yes. The Dean, School of Graduate Studies, Directorate of Public Affairs, colleagues on the front seats, and my grandchildren. Good afternoon. Yes, it's exciting seeing you today, neatly dressed, well presented, to have this ceremony together. We know one leadership has ended their office. A new leadership is coming to office. And we are here in a conducive environment. Us to hand over the leadership to those who are newly elected. Last year, we were not in this kind of atmosphere. And we are the first people to be here since this room was refurbished. That shows that the old leadership has helped us. We didn't have programs, or we had, but not too much, to the extent that it didn't actually affect the work of the university. And we expect that the new leadership will not even have processions on the street of campus, of university campus. And I'm sure the new leadership will work closely with the Dean of Students and then the hall masters and hall wardens to ensure that the campus will always be peaceful, the environment will be clean, and students will have their peace of mind to study. This is what we expect from you. But management, we are here as your mentors, your fathers and your mothers. We are always ready to assist you so that we can groom you whilst we are here to become responsible citizens for our dear nation, Ghana. We are also taking office at the time we are going to have elections, where the politicians will be coming in and going out all the time. And it is your duty to maintain peaceful student fronts so that nobody will be adversely affected. So we are here today to witness this ceremony. The old leadership have learned a lot, and I know they will share their experience with you. So the new leadership will also learn from them. I think they are still here. And we are going to have orientation, students' management consultative meeting where many people will share their experiences with you. So we expect a lot from you. Understand that to whom much is given, much is expected. So on this note, I'll end here and then watch you as you hand over, and after that I'll come back with my closing remarks.
Chair of our current situation with our SRC elections. As a result of that, the executive committee of the SRC had to invoke its article in its constitution to constitute a 5-member interim committee to take over from the outgoing executive to such a time that we will have our leaders for the SRC duly elected after, of course, we've seen the end of the court case. However, for our Graduate Students Association, GRASAG, we successfully had our elections conducted. And so we have our new set of leaders who are ready, led by my friend Robert, to take over from the outgoing executive. So this evening, our purpose here is to ensure that this is done so that our incoming Grasag duly elected leaders will take over from the outgoing, whilst the outgoing SRC executives will hand over to the 5-member interim committee. So this afternoon, as we gather here this evening, this is why we are here. Prof. Chair, this is our reason for gathering here. Thank you.
And I'll find a way to make it short. In as much as the speech is more about advising the new set of executives, it is with a deep sense of responsibility and gratitude that I stand before you today as we gather to mark the transition of leadership within our esteemed association, that is the Grasag, the Graduate Students Association of Ghana. This occasion is not just a ceremonial passing of the baton, but a moment for reflection, celebration of our collective achievements, and a charge to the incoming executives as they prepare to navigate the road ahead. Over our tenure, the outgoing Grasag executives have been able to work as a team, and we did work tirelessly upholding the mission and vision of the association. We strived to represent the voices of graduate students within the university, advocating for their rights, enhancing their academic and social experiences, and creating a platform for intellectual discourse and professional development. Our journey, as we all know, didn't come smoothly. It did come with some challenges. We also grew, so there was a form of growth, and there was also a level of fulfillment. As we prepare to hand over the mantle of leadership, I would like to take a moment to reflect on some of the milestones that we have achieved together as the outgoing executives. We're able to strengthen our advocacy for a better academic and living condition for postgraduate students. And I must say a big thank you to management for the level of collaboration throughout this period. We've organized successful conferences, among other workshops that most postgraduate students have been beneficiaries. We foster a sense of community among postgraduate students throughout various social and extracurricular activities so as to create and strengthen the bond among postgraduate students. I think when I was given a speech to take over, I spoke about the inclusive community, and it is something that we've been able to uphold during our tenure. These achievements are not the result of a single individual's efforts, not at all, but the accumulation of teamwork, dedication, and the collective will of our members. For this, I extend my deepest appreciation to my fellow executives, for which I worried a lot during the period. The committee members, who also played a very keen role. We had other volunteers that willingly came to help us make sure that everything we did as an executive council was successful. And all of you who have contributed to making our tenure a success. Now to the incoming executives, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on your election. You have been chosen by your own peers to lead, and with that comes great responsibility. As you step into these roles, I would like to share a few words of advice, born of our experiences as the outgoing executives, and driven by the hope that you will take this association even to a greater height. Lead with vision and integrity. Leadership is not merely about holding a title. It is about having a vision for the future and the integrity to see through. Your decisions and actions will not only impact the current generation or the current set of postgraduate students, but also the future. And you will do well to make sure that they would come and see the great work you've done. Prioritize collaboration. And I think it's an advice I've given the incoming president so many times, that we would not be able to achieve anything if we do not collaborate. No leader is an island. Success is a role. Success in this role will come from your ability to collaborate effectively with your team, with the students' body, and more especially with management. Embracing the diverse perspectives with your team, leverage their various and different strengths as well. Be the voice of the students. You're a bridge between graduate students and management. Always be approachable, listen to the concerns of your fellow students, and advocate for their needs with passion and determination. Your ability to represent their interests will define your leadership. Innovate and adapt. The landscape of higher education is consistently evolving, and so too must your strategies and initiatives. Be open to new ideas, embrace change, seek innovative solutions to the challenges you all face. Foster a culture of inclusivity and respect, which is very important. Grasag is a diverse community, encompassing students from various backgrounds and disciplines and cultures. It's essential to foster an environment where everyone feels valued and respected. Celebrates this diversity, promote inclusivity, and ensure that all voices are heard and considered in the decision-making process. Leadership is not one out of its challenges. There will be times where the road ahead seems daunting, when progress is slow, or when you face criticisms, which I think the current executives can't even talk about. But in these moments, remember that resilience is key. Stay focused on your goals, learn from setbacks, and keep pushing forward. Your perseverance will inspire those around you and ensure the longevity of your initiatives. Now, as I conclude, I want to remind you that leadership is both a privilege and a duty. You have been entrusted with the future of this association, and with that comes the opportunity to make a lasting impact. Use this time wisely. Lead with a heart and purpose. And never forget that you are part of something greater than yourself. I leave this office with confidence in your abilities, hope for the future of Grasag, and gratitude for the opportunity for us outgoing executives to have served the postgraduate students of this esteemed university. Thank you for your trust and your support and commitment in the shared vision. Outgoing Grasag executives, I think it is an emotional moment, but I'm very grateful. May the incoming executive carry forward the torch with a greater passion and dedication. The future of Grasag is bright, and it is now in your capable hands. Thank you, and may we all continue to strive for excellence. But before I go, Prof. Chair, permit me to brag a little. I come from the best senior high school in the whole of Ghana and West Africa, and the only college as such. And I like to pick a quote from our school oath. If you are at the Saddle College, that's the best. So I think it's something that I want you to put on your hearts. That's the incoming executives. It's something that also did motivate us throughout the way. And I read, in quotes, others have labored, and we share their glory. Ours is to do exploits and add to their gain. And this is what I leave to you. And I hope that the next time you are here, you'll be proud of the work you've done. Thank you.
A short address.
As I stand here today before you, I'm filled with pride and gratitude. My term as an SRC president and as SRC executives has come to an end, and we are extremely humbled by the trust that you place in us. I want to seek this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for your support, encouragement, and collaboration. Most especially the SRC executives, from my vice president to my able local secretary. I also want to thank management for their continued support, from the Office of the Vice Chancellor to our own patron office, the Office of the Dean of Students, for their continued support to the SRC so far. Also, I would not want to forget our well-wishers and enemies who have always kept us on our toes and ensured that the main aim for which we voted into power was actualized. Together, we have created an environment that is comfortable for each and every student to have a peaceful academic journey. As I hand over to the new leadership, I am confident that they will continue upon the successes that we've chalked so far and take the SRC to even greater heights. My advice to them is that the new leadership will listen, empathize, and lead with integrity, because without integrity, you cannot achieve the feat our predecessor has achieved. Remember that true power lies in the student. True power lies in the voices of the student, and for that matter, your duty has been placed as members of the interim committee to amplify their voices. You must act as a bridge that serves to occupy the gap between management and students. I'm very grateful, and before I end my speech, I would like to quote the famous words of Martin Luther King Jr. He says that we must keep moving and we must keep going. If you can't fly, run. And you can't run, walk. And if you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, you must keep moving. God bless you all. Thank you.
To the students, that I shall strive, at all times to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the students of the University of Cape Coast. And I hereby dedicate myself wholly, without fear or favor, to the service, welfare, and the statutes of the University of Cape Coast, in particular, and the laws of Ghana in general. I further solemnly swear that I will conform to the principles of strict accountability, financially and otherwise, and that should I at any time break this oath of office as an interim executive, I will take that with you. And that should I at any time break this oath of office as an interim executive, I shall submit myself to the dictates of the Constitution of the students of the University of Cape Coast, and suffer the penalty. So help me God.
The outgoing SRC president, I'm privileged to be appointed as the interim committee chairman. Thank you.
I am the person of Emmanuel Asante. I am privileged to have been appointed as a member of the SRC 5-member interim committee.
I am in the person of Lamar Elijah, the immediate past SRC rep of alcohol, and I am privileged to be a member of this committee. Thank you. I am Egrivan Simpo. I am privileged to be a member of this committee. Thank you.
So my name is Elizabeth Lima, popularly known as Emily, the immediate past SRC rep of Kwame Nkrumah Hall, and the media and publicity chairperson as well. I'm privileged to be appointed as the administrative head of this interim.
That I shall strive at all times to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the students of the University of Cape Coast, and I hereby dedicate myself wholly without fear or favor to the service, welfare, and the students of the University of Cape Coast, in particular, and the laws of Ghana in general. I further solemnly swear that I will conform to the principles of strict accountability, financially and otherwise, and that should I at any time break this oath of office, let me take that again. And that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the dictates of the Constitution of the students of the University of Cape Coast, and suffer the penalty. So help me Almighty God.
Marks a significant milestone as we all once again gather to witness the transition of leadership within Grasag Ucc as customs rightly demands. I stand before you honored and excited as myself and my exceptional team prepare to take the mantle from a Japan-led administration. Let me once again extend my heartfelt gratitude and congratulations to him and his team
for the remarkable achievements in just 1 year. Their dedication and hard work have set a high standard, one that we are committed to upholding and building upon. I wish to also express my deepest gratitude to Grasag Ucc community for entrusting in us, the executives, the responsibility of leading this great association for the upcoming academic year. The confidence you have reposed in us is a living responsibility that we will fully embrace with a steadfast commitment to executing policies that reflect your interests. As we embark on this new journey, I humbly crave your indulgence that we move forward together, united by shared vision and driven by our collective purpose. I am confident that with your support and cooperation, we will achieve greater things that will elevate the image of Grasag UCC and UCC at large. Finally, I express my sincere thanks to the university management for fostering a platform that encourages student democracy. We look forward to your continued support as we strive to make UCC proud. Together, we remain committed in building and reforming Grasag UCC with you. Long live Grasag UCC, long live the #1 university in West Africa and Ghana, and #7 in Africa. Thank you and hooray to the day of information. Thank you very much.
For student forums. No, students' agitations affect the university. And the new executive, we also expect to work with us so that we can always maintain peaceful student forums, and that will promote excellent academic work. We know you don't have all the things that you need. As the president said, accommodation is a problem. So some of you will get accommodation on campus, others will get it in the diaspora. But whatever it is, we need to work with you so that all the students can be in their various halls and various places where places in the community, so that they can also come to campus and then do their studies and go back. Let's work with us so that we can also maintain security on campus, making sure that nobody will be affected, nobody will be beaten. And by saying that, I also want the Catsport Hall Master, I see here, and the Atlantic Hall Master, you see also here. We have to work closely to prevent processions that would endanger the lives of other students and even the Hall Masters. Can we come out with new concepts like innovation challenge, where Atlantic will be challenging Catford with certain aspects of innovation. Or Ogan Hall and also Adeshi Hall, SRC, SRC and Baku Hall, they'll be competing and coming out with new products that can promote the university. But when we see students fighting among themselves, using cutlasses and then stones, that does not help to enhance the image of the university. So we urge you to work closely with us so that we can also continue the work that they have done. We are always there ready to support you. As I mentioned, that at the end of the day, our responsibility is to make sure that we train you to become global citizens. And even when we are old and we cannot do anything, you can also take good care of us. So work closely with us, and then at the end of the day, we'll be able to ensure peaceful coexistence. On this note, And on behalf of management, we'd like to thank you.